We've been taught that Valentine's Day is all about love, commitment, partnership, maybe a little bit of passion sprinkled in the mix. How those gnarly, chalky hearts with little text on them came into play, I have no idea. Whether you're single, engaged, married, a bachelor, or in some other form of domestic partnership, we can probably all agree that if Valentine's Day had a mascot, it might be a chocolate-covered strawberry. Go back to your home in the clouds, Cupid. Whether you're eating out or you're gonna be kicking it at home, why not make dessert with your sweet, sweet baby girl and or boy or whatever you like. Chocolate-covered strawberries are just as easy to make as they sound. Take a berry, dip it in some chocolate, boom, there you go. Nice work, good job. That being said, you can get a little fancy with your decoration if you do so desire. First, we're gonna make a dukkha, which is this spiced nut mix. It's actually from Egypt. It's one of my favorite little spice condiment things. I don't even know what to call it, but it's really delicious, and we're gonna use it for a crumble on our chocolate-covered strawberry. So let's start by making that. To a medium pan over low-medium heat, toast your hazelnuts, pistachios, pine nuts, sesame seeds, fennel, and coriander seed, green cardamom pods, and Aleppo pepper. Just keep them moving over medium heat until they start emitting a delicious nutty aroma. This should take no more than a few minutes. Once nice and toasty, transfer the mixture to a blender, or a mortar and pestle if that's more your style. The idea here is to pulse and not blend the spice mixture into a coarser consistency, not to turn it into a fancy nut butter. Take it easy. For this purpose, I like to take the dukkha to a medium coarseness because it takes to the strawberries a little better, so go for something like that. Alright, dukkha done, let's talk chocolate. Today I'll be using 63% cacao dark chocolate and white chocolate chips. Dark chocolate is made from cacao solids, cacao butter, and sugar with little to no milk. On the other hand, white chocolate is made from cacao butter, sugar, and milk. White chocolate contains no cacao solids, which is why it's so light in color. Before we move forward, we need to do what's called tempering the chocolate, which is a fancy way of saying heating it up and cooling it back down to a specific temperature. Tempering chocolate is what gives the chocolate strawberries a glossy sheen, stops the chocolate from melting easily, and gives it a snappy consistency. Tempering chocolate and really melting chocolate in general is traditionally done in a double boiler for a gentle cook, but a microwave gets the job done just fine. No shame in the game, Chef Mike has a time and a place, and this is one of those times. To temper the chocolate chips, microwave them for 1 minute, then stir, then for another 30 seconds, then stir again. Jesus. After the second nuke, take the chocolate's temperature. We're going for between 110 and 120 degrees Fahrenheit. If it needs a little more love, just heat it in 15-second increments. Now we need to cool the chocolate back down to temperature, and those temperatures depend on the type of chocolate. Way too hot. This is how to cool your chocolate down if it's a little too hot. We're gonna take some cool, normal chips and mix it in. That's gonna chill it down. Start by mixing in about half a cup of chips, then take the temperature again. For dark chocolate, aim for a temperature between 88 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit, then between 80 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit for the white chocolate. You can test to see if your chocolate is tempered by dipping a butter knife in the chocolate. If it hardens to a glossy sheen within a minute, then you're good to go. It's worth noting that the majority of store-bought chocolate, especially in bar form, is already tempered, but it's good practice to do it again before dipping your fruit. Speaking of fruit, get yourself some nice, beautiful straws. Make sure that the berries you're working with are plump, clean, and healthy. It really does make a difference. Alright, so there are a couple of ways you can do this. You can simply pull back and grip the greens of the berry and swing it about in the chocolate, or you can grab a wooden skewer or something similar and stab it through the center top of the berry. I prefer the skewer method because there's less of a chance that the greens break off as you drag the berries through the chocolate, but either technique works. To coat the strawberries, dip them in the chocolate until it comes to the neck of the berry where the fruit meets the greens. Let some of the excess chocolate drip off, then transfer to a parchment-lined sheet tray. A nice little trick to ensure a stable, even strawberry is to give it a slight push forward just after you set the berry on the parchment. I'm a purist at heart, and there's really nothing wrong with a good old plain choco strawberry, but it's also super fun to get creative with the toppings. For the dukkha, dip the strawberry into the chocolate, then immediately sprinkle on the spice blend. Doing so allows the mix to cling to the berry, and it's best to do this over parchment so that you don't waste any of the leftover dukkha. Another super fun way to coat the strawberries is to dust over some cacao powder, which gives it a truffled chocolate type of energy. And of course, you can go full zebra mode and drizzle opposite chocolate types over each other. To do so, I really dig this mini 4.5-inch Ateco palette knife. It holds the perfect amount of chocolate at the tip once dunked. Zebra-style strawberries take a bit of practice to nail, so really don't be ashamed if you mess up your first couple of berries. They're still gonna taste good, you're gonna be Gucci. Sort of zigzag the chocolate all over the top of the berry like so, and remember to make sure that your chocolate is at the right temperature before you do any of this. The same goes for any other type of chocolate that you plan to use. Just be sure to keep it warm and to temperature, and you shouldn't have an issue dipping your berries. Now, dipping straws is all good and fun, but making them with your significant other, that's a different game. Jess, you want to make some straws? Want to dip some chocos?
Sure.
Nice twirl.
This one's so bad.
Good, babe.
Whoever likes a lot of chocolate can have that one.
Yeah, who doesn't like a lot of chocolate? Alright, easy there, Tag. Oh my god, you couldn't even wait for the complete and utter savagery. Oh, we're duking. I thought you were gonna do the cocoa powder.
Maybe let's do both.
Oh! Perfect. Look at that, babe. I didn't even think to do that.
Teamwork!
Teamwork. As you can see, we're making a ton of strawberries, and you know, these make perfect gifts, and they also last in the fridge for a couple of days before turning mushy and weird. Easy. Get a load of those beauties. And of course, no Valentine's Day would be complete without some of Le Bubbly, no matter the price point. Perfect. The Dukes. You love the Dukes. Cheers. Cheers. To me, Valentine's Day dinner should be all about decadent, rich food in very small portions. No matter if you go out or you're at the house, you should still leave dinner feeling satisfied, but you also don't want to be like bogged down with food. A giant piece of chocolate cake or a full bowl of ice cream, probably not the move at the end of dinner, which is exactly why chocolate-covered strawberries are so great. As far as desserts go, they're super light, but you still get that chocolate fix, plus they leave you spry with a little bit of energy left, so you could save room for real dessert. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to hit me up on Instagram or on TikTok if you're into that sort of thing, and I will see you beautiful, beautiful lovebirds next week, so toodaloo.